stay in the moment with complete control over what comes next. At least when it comes to your music. Spotify Premium lets you play albums and playlists in any order. No ad breaks, just uninterrupted music listening without limits. Tap the banner to learn more.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are we doing today? I guess the daily live streams are back now. I could confidently say that we are going to be doing daily live streams from now on, and we'll try to carry it out as much as we can before I get burned out again. But it is what it is. And what are we going to be making today? Today we are actually continuing our anime series again. And I actually got a request on my Instagram for this one. And we're going to be making Guts, my tongue slap. Sorry. So we're going to be making the Berserker Demon Slayer sword. Or was it Dragon Slayer? I mean, I haven't watched it, so sorry. Anyways, let's begin. So let me just switch my screen over here. And for the Discord crew, I'm going to be turning off my cam and sharing my entire screen. And I forgot this wasn't on. And also Spotify as well. So let's begin. So I'm going to be selecting everything, deleting it, going towards the top view. And I was lucky enough to find an exact blueprint, so that's gonna helping us out a lot. So if I go to image, reference, I go into my downloads. Here it is. And this is the sword that we're gonna be making. So what I'm gonna be doing now is pretty simple. I'm gonna be adding in where's the hexagon? Well, I'll just add in a cube. I'll go Control R, make a loop cut. And just like that. Now RX 90, scale it down. And I'll come over here, GY, and Alt Z. What the hell? Oh. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, one of our good friends, more like a brother, just dropped into the chat. So, Mr. Osama, how are you doing?
Well, I'm doing. How about you?
Pretty well. How are you feeling now?
A bit under the weather, but I'm fine.
Good to know. Good to know. By the way, Osama, have you ever watched Berserker?
Nope.
Me neither. But it's still on my playlist. Hey, Osama, you just got a one up from the chat on YouTube.
Hey, hey, hey. Appreciate, man. Appreciate. Who is the guy?
Uh, he's IGN phenomenon. Dude, that's a really difficult name to
Yeah,
read.
IGN phenomenon. I
Hmm?
appreciate, man. Thanks, man. I understand. Thanks, man. I appreciate.
Thanks, brother. He appreciates it. Alrighty. We got the call me keys. Gotcha keys.
Yeah, Keys.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Keys.
Okay, so we got the basic shape of the sword ready. Now we are gonna be adding in these details. I think it should be a bit more flat. Yeah, somewhat like that.
Hey, Keys, why don't you join us on Discord?
I mean, that's a pretty good option. Your keys, hop on.
The link is pinned, I guess. Or something.
It is.
Send the link.
It is.
So, then, please, you can join us on Discord.
Osama's asking you to join the call on Discord.
So, you can click the link. The Discord link is pinned right now. You can click on it, join the call, and you can, you can have a one-on-one conversation with Hassan, right? So if you have any questions regarding Blender, animation, or anything, you can hop on. Just make sure it is not safe for if you catch it.
Okay, I think we got the basic shape almost done.
Why do I think you were going to say something else rather than shape?
Like what?
I don't want to say that.
You
So I
have to
mute
say
my
it.
mic.
And let's just make a project file before we screw up again. Okay. Okay, now that looks sharp. But for like the tip, it should be pointy. Oh, okay, he's here. So, come up on the stage, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Key has arrived onto the chat. How you doing, Keys?
Oh, he doesn't have a mic.
Oh, no
Oh,
worries, brother.
we can say more so like Nicholas Cage. Uh-huh.
The great Ghost Rider.
He's even wearing a mask. Boy,
Yep, a skull mask.
so Nicholas, like, how long has it been that you are subscribed to this channel? And what are your goals? What are your reasons to subscribe to this weirdo over here? Oh, for a few
Did you just
seconds.
call me a
Okay.
weirdo?
Yeah. So
I mean,
like,
technically, you're not wrong.
yeah, we're just a bunch of weirdos here, aren't we? So yeah. So Nicholas, like, what do you learn from this? Like, could you please tell us that? Because I'm interested to know more about you. Oh, so how long has it been that you are doing animation or doing visualization, 3D visualization? Oh, you're new. 22. Hey, Hassan, I just saw he's also subscribed to P4D.
Hey, our guy, Patrick 40.
Discord GT / P4D.
Good old days, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I sometimes miss Patrick as well.
I guess he is streaming right now on his own
Wait, for
channel. I guess
for
he's
real?
not streaming. Nah, he's just in the chill zone.
I mean, he was on vacation recently.
Oh, oh.
Yep. So now, since we are done with the chunky block, we are gonna be making the hilt of the sword and also the attachment that's gonna be going around over here. So let's just make that. By the way, Osama, it's been almost a week since we have been making anime renders. Which one do you think is the best render that we made so far?
Hmm. So far, what have you made? Minato's kunai,
The Dragon Balls.
sword, dragon balls, the Tanjiro sword, bleach swords. Zangetsu. I guess, yeah, Zangetsu. Made Zangetsu. Minato's kunai. Hmm. Tough, tough choice. Tough choice. I mean,
Okay.
oh, you
Hmm.
made Beyblade as well. So far,
Yep.
if you ask me top three, I would say my love for Bleach prevails. I would say, Zangetsu takes number one spot.
Mm-hmm.
Number two would be um, Dragon Balls because, as far, I like that thing. And
Obvious reasons.
yeah, the third would be the Babe because why not?
Gotcha.
That's why.
I mean, dude, let's be honest. Both of us have like a spiritual connection at this point with Beyblade. Both of us
I
have grown up with it.
I remember you having Trigger and Russell
Dude,
that time.
I badly wanted Bronzer. But the thing is, we were unable to find it over here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's apply the scale.
Oh, so Nicholas liked the Naruto, Minato's kunai. So I guess you are the flying Raijin swarm, I guess, Nicholas?
Datte
Hmm,
bayo.
I guess. You can't share images. Why can't you share images, man? Why can't you share images? You can. Have you joined the Discord? Have you joined Discord? Have you joined this server? Join this
He,
server and
bro,
verify.
he is verified. I just gave him a role, but I
Oh,
don't know like what's going around. Cause this is like Temur's forte. He knows better how to handle a Discord server.
I think you can go and share your uh, artwork to 3D art, hashtag 3D art.
Ah, he could do that. He could do that.
Yeah, you can hop on to hashtag 3D art and do that, and he's fine.
I think he got offended. Why cannot share my creations over here?
Mm, I don't know.
You're just mellow as hell right now.
Um, no, I mean, we don't want the last words and some of these people.
And our brother Nicholas is back.
Nikola Tesla. Speaking of making Blender, speaking of making animations on Blender, I recently came across a channel, which I guess its name is Devil Artemis, and
Mm-hmm.
that guy makes one hell of an animations. Like,
Nice.
recently, recently I saw an animation. The more interesting thing is that he makes those animations using Blender. So what happened is that he made an animation where
Mm.
where Kermit fought against Sukuna. Now,
Okay.
freaking Kermit fought against Sukuna and he won against him.
Oh,
So,
oh, now I get who you're talking about. Dude, I've seen his animations. He also made. Do you remember Kazuya from Tekken?
yes,
So he basically made an animation where Kermit the Frog plus Cell from the Boo Saga actually fought against Kazuya. Not the Boo Saga, sorry, from the Cell Saga.
I remember. You know, he he did good things with Cell. I just want to say
Family friendly things.
he did very family friendly things with Cell. The things he did with Cell, you can basically watch it with your family, friends, mother, father, grandfather. You get my right?
Yep.
He swept the floor with Cell. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, we're
And
getting an error over here.
if we are making stores, why don't you make Jon Snow's long claw?
Johnson knows what? Long Dong?
Long, long claw.
Okay, I've never seen that. I mean, dude, you know me, I've never watched Game of Thrones before.
I know, but I have, and I'm just telling you, that's a good idea.
Okay, I trust you. I trust you.
We can do that, or we can ask people on Instagram. So, if you are watching this stream and you want to vote on what should be the next stream on, you can hop on to Hassan's Instagram account. The link will be given in the description down below. You can go there, follow him, and drop a comment with your suggestion or your request. Like, hey, make this on next live stream, and we will try to make it.
Yep.
We will try to make it. And it's not like we are short on ideas, I guess.
Nope,
Yeah.
we are not. We're never short on ideas, brother.
I just want you guys to drop your suggestions as well.
Drop it like it's hot.
Yep.
Ah. Okay, so what I think I might have to do to counter this problem is I might have to select all of these parts and Alt S.
What if,
What?
what if
Hmm. I'm listening.
you explained every step of this freaking render?
Nah, too much work. I would rather play COD.
I How much time would it take
What?
if you were explaining every step of this freaking
Probably a lot.
render?
Okay, so since we are done with this part, now what we are gonna be doing is pretty simple. I'm gonna be adding in a solidify modifier and make him thick.
I like a big boy. Hmm. I mean, who doesn't like music?
Who doesn't like what?
Who doesn't like music?
I mean, if you're talking about like
Swords,
getting.
swords, swords, swords.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, swords.
Okay, so apparently we're talking about swords. Wink, wink.
Weak, weak motherfucker.
Oh, okay. Now we're gonna be making the handle. Uh, oh, I'm actually missing the screw over here.
Makes
So
sense
let's.
why Donato.
What?
Makes sense why Donut tutorial is so fun. So goddamn.
Speaking of the donut, guys, let's just put it like this. On 23rd of July, it's actually my birthday, and on 27th, it's actually Usama's birthday. So maybe a cake render would do. What do you say, Usama?
Nah, man, I don't, celebrate my birthdays.
I mean, we could celebrate it over here by making a 3D render.
Nah.
Too much
Let's
work.
make a cake. Too much work. Let's do something more exciting.
Okay, like what? Do push-ups?
No. Like redoing donut tutorial.
Hmm.
Like
I mean,
remaking a donut. But now with your current skill set. Something just came to my mind. You must have
okay.
watched the donut tutorial.
I
You
mean,
must have watched
obviously.
the donut tutorial of the long bygone era, of the ancient times, of the
Yep.
prehistoric age. And you might have struggled a lot, right?
Yep.
You might have thought that this donut tutorial looks sweet. Am I right?
Yes, you are right. And
You
fun
must
fact. Go ahead. Go ahead.
you must have thought that, hey, uh, you must have gotten a lot of frustrated, right?
I did. I did.
What if you made donut again, but with your current skill set?
I mean, it's gonna be a piece of cake at this point.
Who cares, man? Who cares? Your skill set
Okay.
is now on Super Saiyan mode as compared to back in the day, so why not?
Okay. Let's do it like this. So, guys, if we get like 10 likes on this stream on 23rd of July, instead of making a cake, we're gonna be remaking the donut. So, yeah, drop a like.
And we can also show people what was the first donut you made, and you can show them what's the situation right now. And the before and the after will, give them a lot of motivation to, how much hard work can improve,
I get your point. I get your point, Osama. We could probably do that. Okay, now let's make the hilt. This is called the hilt, right? The thing that you grab.
You call it a lot of things. You
Okay, okay. I don't know why, but I feel like Osama is trying to become Quagmire again. Giggity.
Okay, man, I'm just gonna drop that because you,
Obvious reasons.
yeah. Bye bye.
No worries, bro. Just take care of yourself. Bye bye.
Bye.
Mm-mm-mm. Next time, sure. Gotcha, Nicole. I know, bro. And you wanna know one interesting thing? This guy and me, we both are friends since we were like 5 years old. And we're still together. Yep. Hey, thanks, brother. Okay, we got the hill ready as well. Okay, so it has to be a bit more longer. Okay, it's smooth. Control 2. And we'll add in weighted normals. Now let's just fix these sharp edges. And it has to be a bit more long. Yep, somewhat like that. And I think this is a bit short of a hill according to the reference image that I've opened up over here. Yeah, that justifies the size now. So yeah, I think uh-oh, I made a boo-boo. So yeah, I think we are done with the model, and ladies and gentlemen, that does it for this live stream. I'll see you in the next one. Nah, I'm just messing with you. We're gonna be texturing it and rendering it out now. Okay, so all of them are loose parts, so what we are gonna be doing is, if I grab my sword over here and add the 3D cursor over here, I'll add in an empty GUI. And let's just put it like this. And I'll select all of these loose parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, and parent them over here. So if I select this now, we move everything together. I don't know why the hell did I do that, but I did it anyways. So let me just split it. And what I'm going to be doing now is the sort of scene that I have in mind. It's pretty similar to the bleach render that I did a few days ago. So this sword is going to be on the ground like this. Like this. So we're going to be redoing that sort of a vibe. So I'll just add in a plane. Turn this into my shader editor. Scale it up. Cursor to world origin, select it to cursor, save it, and we'll switch to Octane now. new kernel, and path tracing. And if I go to my N panel, I'll enable these and convert it into ACES. Why Octane? I mean, bro, I have been using cycles for like the majority of my 3D career, but getting photorealistic results has been a struggle, especially in like cycles, because that's a biased render engine. So that means everything that you're going to be doing, you'll have to work 3 times more hard to get realistic results as compared to getting realistic results out of the box with Octane. So yeah, let's work good results. That's like the gist of it.
Anywhere you go, including offline with Spotify Premium. It's just you and wherever your listening takes you next.
Okay, now we're gonna be adding in the HDR. Awesome. Gotcha, brother. Not EXR, HDR. Okay, so let's start texturing it. We'll select the sword and I'll go to object and turn all of these off. Add in a new material. I'll delete this, add in, what was that thing called? Metallic material. Alrighty. So we got the metallic material. Now what we are going to be doing is we're basically going to be making 2 metallic materials. One is actually going to be the black strip that's going to be going around it, and the other one is actually going to be the sharp object. So what I like to do for like swords and these sort of renders is adding in a dirt texture and then extracting the color out of these things. So let me just increase it a bit more. Because this is the sort of detail that we need the most, like where you are interacting. Okay, now we are going to be adding in the gradient map, and this will go from the dirt texture to the gradient and over here. So what that basically means, if we zoom in over here, we see the crease coming over here. So if I want to change it to any color, let's say red, we could easily do that. So I'm gonna be turning this into black, and I'll just lighten this up a bit and make it like a dusty bloodish color, because we're gonna be throwing blood on it a lot. Now we need some imperfections, and for the imperfections what we are going to be doing is using Quixel Bridge. And I advise anyone who wants to take their renders from this to this, start using bridge assets. Heavily scratched metal. Go to files. And I'll just drag it and drop it. Put this to 1. Plug it into our roughness over here. Select all. U. Project from view. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, we got that right. But for like the color, now we'll have to readjust this. Make it like super dark. And save it. Sup boy, how's it going? Okay, now we're gonna be making the sharp parts. And what I'm gonna be doing now is taking this material, renaming it to black, and black over here again, and we'll make a duplicate of it and renaming it to sharp. So let's just assign this material real quick. Now let's just deselect this part. No, actually we might have to turn it like this. And I'll assign this one to this material. Assigned. Bro, try DB next? Not yet, man. I haven't tried it. I mean, I'm gonna be doing it tonight, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. And hey, I mean, if I like AB next, I might even make a live stream on it as well. So let's just brighten this up. And I see I got a boo-boo. So let's just fix it. Slow the music volume. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Better? It's better than the previous version, but screen space refraction. That's it. Oh, okay, so basically it's something like Lumen. Okay, we got the blade done. Now let's work on the other parts as well. But before we do that, I might have to take a small break for like 2 minutes because I really need to piss. Until then, what you guys can do is just type down in the chat, what do you like the best thing that I've ever done on stream? So yeah, I'll be back in like 2 minutes. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back. So let's continue where we left off. Okay, so you know what I could do? If I select this part over here and go Control L, we got the black metal on this one as well. The scratches look a bit too distracting to me, especially on like the sharper parts. So let me just reduce them a bit, somewhat like this. Yep, that looks better. Now what I'm gonna be doing is taking the black material, making it a duplicate, and this one actually has like a sort of blue shade, so let's just do that. Somewhat like that. Now let's work on the handle. So as I can see, it's a black metal all over, so yeah, let's just add in the black metal over here. And whoa, 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 it's totally off. So what we're going to be doing is selecting everything, going U and smart UV project. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our boy is back.
Hello.
So Hussein, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. The source looks so good.
Hey, thanks. That's what she said. Okay, so
Okay.
now we're going to be adding in the fabric material. And for that, we're going to be assigning it to a new material. And I want to ask everyone in the chat right now. You might know I play Warzone a lot, so should I also start a gaming channel as well? What do you guys say?
Sort of this channel, I think so. It should be great.
Uh,
Another section of, you know, the gaming stuff.
Yep.
It would be lovely.
I mean, I'm not alone in like playing Warzone. Hussein over here actually is like the main master of Warzone. And let's just say one thing. You might have seen bunny hopping, you might have seen wall hacking, but this guy, he is a monster. He knows where to hit.
Thank you so much.
But still, he's a noob.
Yeah, you are my partner. That's why.
Screw
My
you.
rival.
Okay, so let me just find a good fabric material. Oh, okay, that one looks good. So I'll just directly plug this into the normals and delete all of this extra stuff. Otherwise, Octane is gonna be like, what's that?
What's that, brother? What's that?
Okay, so now since we got that done, let me just turn off the sheen. And boop, boop. Rejection. Rejection.
Hey, what is the key of doing this thing?
What?
Yeah, this round thing in
Oh,
middle of the wires.
you basically need to press shift, right click, and just drag it.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. And now I'm gonna be rotating it. And now what we are going to be doing is, if I come over here to our 3D model, I'll go Control R, make a bunch of loop cuts,
And extrude it out.
and we'll go to, where is it? Individual origins. Okay, I guess I'll have to do it like this then. Nah, I don't think I might have to do that. But what if I select all of this and go extrude along normals? Where is it? I don't know what's happening today. Blender's bugging out. Or maybe it's a skill issue.
Still issue.
Nope, it's not a skill issue.
Maybe.
Maybe you're a
Yes,
skill issue.
You are a skill issue.
No, my friend, you are a skill issue.
Okay, I might be.
Okay, we got that done.
Damn. Nice.
This was the pattern I was trying to make at that time. And obviously, we don't want it to be pink. So I'll just remove that and color it up again. Somewhat like this. So yeah, I think we are done with this over here. And let's just take the sword RX 90 minus. Oh. Okay, now it's time to add in the camera and let's make the scene then. Control Alt 0 and 1080 by 1920. And if we come over here to our camera, what we are going to be doing is viewport. Where are you? Here it is. So let's just save it. Rotation YY. Now I'm going to be changing the HDRI. Work fast like you. Practice. Practice, 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 practice. Just put yourself on a challenge every day. Like, okay, if I could make this model in 4 hours, let me try to do it in 2 hours and then reduce down the time. So yeah, that's like the best way.
Yep.
I mean, Hussein over here, he used to work slow, but now he's working like this, bang, 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 bang. So Hussein, if you had to give some tips, what would you give?
So I will say, stay motivated. Okay, don't lose the motivation. always be motivated to do new stuff, to explore new stuff. Yeah, I would
So
say.
yeah, ladies and gentlemen, motivation is your key. Okay, I might use this because this is gonna be a bloody mess. Let me just copy the name and delete both of this and go to universal material, add in an RGB image, and I'll plug it into the albedo. Now, boom, boom. And one other way, if you are putting textures manually, especially in like Blender Octane, what you could do is after you got your UV transform and projection,
Mhm.
just grab your RGB image, go Control Shift D. Everything is gonna be connected.
Oh, nice, 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 nice. Useful tip
The more you know.
from
I'll
you.
plug this into our roughness over here, and now we will go for the normals. Cool. And let's take out the displacement, texture displacement. And this is a 4K texture, so we'll shift it to 4K displacement. And now the real magic begins. If we put it over here, we could go like, I'll reduce it a bit, somewhat like this. A bit more height won't hurt, somewhat like this. Let's save it. And now we're going to be adding in our second layer. But before we do that, let's just save the file.
You should save the file.
I mean, we did have like a lot of screw ups.
Yeah,
So now I'll add a cube and just extend it up. Somewhat like this. And I'll make a
oh,
new material and I'll delete this one and add in a specular material. Why? You'll
so
know in a second.
you're making a snow or water.
Nope, not even water.
Oh, a new thing to explore.
And I'll add in a gradient map. Boop, plug it in. And I'll add in a fall off node. Okay. That looks good. Somewhat like this. And if I put it over here, reflection and transmission.
Just to know what
1.65. Okay, why is it so dense? Maybe because of the dark color? Probably. Allow caustics. I'll just put it in over here just like this. Control Z, select this. And just scale it up a bit. Somewhat like that. And now we're going to be adding in blood splashes to our sword over here. I don't think we might be working on the right scale, so let me just confirm that for a second. Let's add in a human 3D model. So where is it? Yeah, here it is. Yep, as suspected. It's a bit too big.
It's a very big,
So let's just scale it
giant-
down.
a giant sword.
I mean, it is supposed to be a big sword, but the thing is, Hussein, it didn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Somewhat like this. Okay, so let's focus on our sword now. And just one more thing before we do anything. The horizon line should match this. Okay, we got that right. Now let's see where our focus point is. Let me get out of X-ray view. Mm, mm. Limit. Where is the limit? Here it is. Autofocus off. Okay, that looks better now. Not the 3D cursor, man. And for like the blood, what I'm gonna be doing now is adding in a noise, C4D noise. Let me just isolate it for a second. Use 4D noise. Yep, that looks good. And I'll plug it into our bump over here and just increase the height a bit. Okay, now that looks better. But for like the darker color, you know what, if we add some lights, that might help it out. So I'll add in an area light, control number pad 0. Now we might need to shift it towards the 3D cursor. Let's save it. And you know what? Let's try one other thing. So there's a plugin that I have. It's called Bagger Rain Generator. So let me just turn that off. It basically makes rain like this.
Oh,
Yep.
so nice.
So I just saw the droplet over here. Here it is. So I'll remove this. And material 001, I'll just rename it blood. And I'll take my sword, add rain, Okay, I might have did a boo-boo over here, so let me just go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now add rain. So now it's gonna be interacting with everything.
Peace of mind, knowing what's coming
And
next.
what we are gonna be doing now is if we go to our droplet,
Playlists and albums from start to finish, all while enjoying uninterrupted
I'll
music
just
listening.
add in.
Discover more ways to stay in your zone with Spotify Premium.
Hmm,
Tap the banner to learn more.
I'll go over here and just copy everything because I'm lazy. Go back to my droplet. And plug it in. And one other tutorial that I made like a couple of days ago with this plugin, you might be not getting the splashes if you use this, especially with Octane. So what you need to do is go to your geometry nodes editor.
Oh, damn.
I know that's a lot.
Get a pipeline.
Yep. So when you come over here, what you need to do is add in points to not distribute instance node. Instance on point. Now these are the points, and we'll have to plug in the object that needs to be instance. And for this particular one, we will have to add in an icosphere. And mind you, this has to be a really small icosphere. So we'll go to mesh icosphere, and one would do. I'm gonna be giving it the same blood color, 001. Let's make it pretty tiny. And if we go back over here, we're gonna be adding in object info, icosphere, and geometry. And to be expected, so we'll put it to 0.001. Just a tad bit bigger. Yep. Now it's gonna be visible. Don't explode. Cool. It is gonna be visible. So what we need to do now is come back to our viewport and just hide it so we could properly work. So let's continue with the lighting. So we got that done. Now rotation, and we're gonna be putting our 3D cursor over here. And now for like the final touch, we are gonna be adding in, you know what, let me just test out the rain first. And for that we'll have to take out test render of it. So give it a moment. Is it even using my hardware at this point? Yep, it is. Updating objects. Okay, so it is working. It is working, but we are getting like a lot of whites over here, so we might have to fix that. And as for like the splashing blood, we are getting that. And I might even add like a couple of decals onto the sword as well. So yeah, we're getting pretty close. Now let's just download some blood decals. Or
Hello.
yeah, what?
Sorry.
Sheet editor. Let me just copy this. Bag a raindrop. And just add this in. Whoa. Okay, now that issue is solved. Now we're gonna be getting red splashes. Somewhat like this. And now what we are gonna be doing is the blood splash. So I'll just go to Google, or wait, let me just see the blood splashes that I already have. Let me just plug this in. Surface and alpha image. VFX assets, action
Sorry about
essentials.
that, okay?
About what?
My little, brother come in my room and I was just saying, oh,
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
sorry.
Okay, we might have to invert it. Yep, we got the blood. So subdivide, subdivide, and subdivide again. So now I'll take this and add in shrink wrap. Okay. Yep, that's solved. Let's just place that over there.
I just make it thin a little bit, I think.
What?
The light. Then you can source on the front I think so. Yeah. Take it a little bit close.
Nah, making it close won't help, bro. I tried it.
Oh,
Like, look.
no, that's a different case.
I mean, we
Not
are like,
reflecting on that. You want to light this section.
I mean, bro, we're like 90% done over here. So
Yeah.
I could probably do the rest in Photoshop, but I'm just readjusting the blur a bit. A projection. Okay, we got this blood over here. This one going around like that. And this one going like this. And a bit on the handle would do. Okay, let's add the shrink wrap again. Nah, forget about the handle. Okay. Now let's try to add in a volumetric and let's just render this out. So where is our volume? I don't know why this still doesn't look good to me. Let's add in a smooth modifier. Now for this one as well. Okay. Now it's making sense. You know what? I could even try this on the handle as well. And yep, that worked. So now let's add in our volumetric volumes. Point 0.01. Okay, now if we go to not making much of a difference. So let's run this out and see how it looks. But before that, let's turn on denoiser. And believe me, this is gonna take a while to render out. Just one more thing. If I go back to my blade over here, .2 for this one. Okay, those details are worth it. So now we'll go back into our compositor, use nodes, and over here denoise beauty, and let's just run it out. I mean, boys, let's be honest over here. At this rate, I barely need to get a 4090.
Yeah.
Okay, I might have to increase the rain a bit. So let's just quickly increase the rain. Okay, this might look better now. Any moment now. Any moment now. No, no, I'm not worrying. I'm not worrying. I'm not panicking. I'm not.
Calm down. Calm down.
Okay, the music just glitched in my ear, so that means it's taking up all of my resources. Can you guys hear me? Okay, my PC froze. Hello?
Yo, yo.
My PC is continuously freezing at this point.
Why is that?
I
Check your
have
task
no clue.
manager.
It's because of the rain. It's just because of the rain.
Your music is stopping as well. Hold, open up your task manager if you can.
It's barely able to open. I mean, just let it render out. Now just let it render out. It'll be fine.
Oh, your voice He's back. He's back.
Trying to. My PC is still struggling.
Damn, your
Uh,
voice is.
so choppy. I know.
Yeah.
Give it some time. Come on.
I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning. You wonder how I got this way.
And I think we are back on YouTube as well. Because my OBS also crashed for a second.
Things never change, never change. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face. Got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again.
Come on.
Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change.
Okay, finally it started to render out again.
I stopped asking for forgiveness, 'cause you should know all
And there goes my PC again.
angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Take myself but turning into stone. So save your judgment, 'cause you just don't know. But some
Okay, let's wait for this to render out.
never change. They say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel
Okay, I think
suffocate to make me breathe. Some things never change, never change.
hey, come on. Okay, my PC is struggling real bad right now. Okay, we are live again. Sorry about that, guys. My PC froze so bad I had to force restart it. Okay, so we know 10 is not the number to go. So 7. And let's first of all see it in the viewport. Ouch, even the viewport is struggling at this point. And for Discord, what I'm going to be doing is I'll just turn on my cam instead of sharing my screen this time. I'll just keep it at 5. No need to push it. I'll increase the droplet scale a bit. Point 0.02. Flash, everything looks okay to me now. So yeah, let's try to render it out now. Okay, my PC is still working.
A reckoning, you wonder how I got this way. I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh,
Okay, my PC is struggling again.
you think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same.
What's that?
Can't bear the things I've had to face.
My PC is struggling again.
Crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change.
Nah, 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 nah.
You'll break your
Nah, nah. I'm not gonna leave it. Bro, I'm not gonna leave anything. Okay. Bro, we're back. We're back. It's now updating the objects.
lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. Swear I didn't break. But there's like a moth to change, never change. You'll break your back to make me
Me fearless.
suffocate to make me breathe again.
Task manager.
Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Redemption never came.
Ah, finally it's rendering now. Eh? Where did the rain go?
Music is personal. Have the power to set the tone from start to stop with Spotify Premium.
Ah,
Listen to all your favorite playlists and
it
albums
literally
in
took
any
3
order,
minutes
and
and it didn't even render the rain. Wow.
all with no ad breaks. Just uninterrupted music listening. Tap the banner to learn more.
Hmm. I think I might know what happened. So let me just cancel it and put it to frame 20. Oh, Blender's struggling today. Let's save it again. Okay. And let's try it now. Let's save it and render it out. Now let's wait for it to render. Okay, now it's working. Bro, like for real, why isn't the rain working? Ah, screw it. I'll just add the rain in the post. Denoising. Okay, so the bagger rain didn't work over here, so we're gonna be doing it in Photoshop. So let me just add that. Save. Okay, let's just add this. Effects. Add some green. And in the optics, I'll add some vignette. And now I'm going to be adding in the rain. So let's go to Google Images, rain, on black background. Let's just rip this. File, open, downloads. Nope, Not gonna work. Okay, so tools, size, large. This might work. So file, open.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, hold tight,
Now color overlay.
collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights.
Okay, that one might not work. So what we would have to do is add in a solid color. Put it to color. And now we are gonna be adding in curves, plugging it in.
So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time. Yeah,
This is why I don't like compositing.
hold tight, hold tight. Chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight.
Okay, but what I could do now is if I just remove this and convert both of them into a smart. Should have thought of that. Now curves. Not working again. You know what? Forget about the rain. We tried. It didn't work. So let's just save it. And let's just find the Berserk logo.
Seeing monsters out your window. No, you can't sleep. You pretend though you don't have to play the hero. 'Cause I got you like you got me. When the earth shakes, when the bombs scream, until our last breath, every heartbeat. You know I'll come running. You go to war, then I'm going with you. Pick up my sword, yeah, there's nothing I won't do. When you sound the alarm, when the chaos is rising, leading the charge, yeah, I'm coming, I'm fighting.
You know, let me just give it a last try for the rain. Because I'm not going to be giving up that easily. Now I'll go to filter, blur. Where is our blur? Radial blur. Here it is. These look like rays more than rain. Oh, I just remembered one thing. Instead of that, what I need to add motion blur. Bro. Okay. Let me just switch back to a sane brush. And for the flow, I'll just reduce it to 30%. $11.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day, a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
And for the logo, I'll just hide this. Okay, take your time. Okay, let's just erase this part now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, after the whole struggle and everything, we are finally done. And it turned out according to the vision that I wanted it to be. So, what do you guys think? Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna be calling it a day. But hey, was it worth it? 100%. So, what did we learn from all of this today? Struggles might come in your life, hard times might come into your life. I mean, we just saw in this whole live stream, there were multiple instances where I was about to quit. There were multiple times where my PC was like, nah, man, I'm done. And there were also multiple times where my internet also restarted. You might have not noticed that as well. But yet again, I just did one thing. Either I'm gonna be pushing it or I'm gonna be breaking through it. So yeah, lesson of the day, guys. No matter how many bad things happen in your life, you guys still need to be consistent. And just one more thing that I might do. Let me just make a duplicate of it. And just to give it that extra little quality. know what? Let's just try a LUT on it as well. Okay, this looks good. This looks bloody and messy. So yeah, guys, I think this is more than enough. I don't need to tinker around with it. I'm gonna be uploading it on my Instagram in like a couple of minutes or maybe like an hour or two, because I'm totally dead and drained out at this point. But yet again, everyone, thank you very much for sticking around, and I'm gonna be seeing you guys tomorrow, same place, same time. And if you guys have any suggestions for what sort of anime render we should make next, hey, just comment it below. But until then, God bless all and your families. See you around, guys. Bye.